Hello everyone, this is Own IoT. Last video we have created the Amazon AWS EC2 COL server and install the node-red on the COL server. In this video, I will tell you how to let our COL logical controller. It's connected with many sensors, analog sensor and digital sensor and the temperature sensor. We let this all sensor data connect to your own COL server, that AWS EC2 server. And you can use mobile phone, see the sensor state, temperature, analog input, and digital input. And also you can display on the computer. At this time, this window and this date is on your COL server, not worked in the local network. So I will tell you how to do this. Okay, let's look at the hardware device. This is COLB, our new version of the logical controller. We have designed the software and the hardware for some improvement. And this is blue color for digital input and analog input, and also have temperature sensor. But at this time, it have Wi-Fi and the Ethernet. They can two communication work mode at the same time. So you can one port for local network for computer to monitoring all data sensor. And another point is like the Wi-Fi connect to your COL server and send all the sensor data to your own COL server. Now we will test use this temperature sensor, 5 temperature sensor. We have already connected with the LAN. Now I have connected the network point. I will set the C85 cable connect with the COL server. At last, we power on. Okay, the hardware is ready. Now we will do the software configure. This will do this dashboard for the COL, that is input state for digital input, and this is the temperature sensor, and this is the analog sensor. All this window and the user interface, the name, the title, and the icon, you can be changed by yourself. This is just a demo. I can tell you how to get the data and set your sensor data to the cloud server. Okay, the first step, we will open this network setting. This is for our COLB module. But if you have COL, the version just use vcon to open this network setting. Because this module have Ethernet and Wi-Fi at the same time, so we can set the Ethernet for the work mode for TCP Client. And this is IP and the port. This means the Ethernet connect with your own COL server. This server IP is Amazon EC2. You can see this we have created. This is the public IP. And the point just set by yourself. It according to your setting in the node-red. At this time, I will tell you, not must need Amazon AWS. You can rent or you can use your own COL server in any computer or any server, just running on Windows operating system, or you can install the Linux operating system, or is no problem. Okay, this is the Wi-Fi setting. The Wi-Fi we have configured the SSID and the password for our load. You just configure this for your load. And this Wi-Fi work mode I have set to the TCP server. That means the Wi-Fi work in local network. We don't send the data to the COL server. So this is a server mode, and this is a client mode. And when you set this, just click save. The controller will be reboot. When you reboot, you can see there are LED indicate. We can see this LED indicate. This is power and running. And this is for Ethernet. The white LED means the Ethernet is work as the client mode. It have connect to your COL server. This means the Wi-Fi work mode. This is yellow. That means this TCP server mode. So the Wi-Fi is work as a server in the local network. Okay, now this is our create the Amazon EC2 cloud server. So we need to use the IP address to use in Node-RED, or you're in mobile phone or other computer to visit your website. This is hard to remember the IP. So I have already used the DNS. You can also use your domain name and create a record. Add a record for a type. Like I have created the IoT host name, and the value I have point to the Amazon public IP address, and this is just default. It's okay. Now you can visit our website or your website by the iot.kinkoni.com. Just like this, you can use this domain and this point to visit the Node-RED. I have opened the Node-RED website. We have create the diagram. This is follows. I have create, so it's easy for you. Just in-point this point. It's quickly to use for you. And before the first time you use this diagram and this follows, you need to make sure you have installed these 5 nodes. You can go to this manage, and the nodes you just like this. First one you can input to this. It's in use. If you're not in use the first time, there will be an install buttons. You just click, it will be installed online. So you can check the second, the third, the fifth, and the fourth. All items is installed for the Node-RED. We can like this input, and you can see in use, and make sure all these 5 nodes have installed. I will add this test on our form. You can see that. Okay. When you install these all nodes, you can visit our form. I have uploaded the zip file for the COL connect to your cloud server. The following files you can download and unzip. Then you can use this Node-RED, the in-point. Just select a file to in-point. You can just select this one. And this is our other follows, just relay controller, the dimmer, and the COL. This is work in local network. So we will continue to make the video toys about the how to cloud server works for this device. This is for, we can choose this AWS EC2. And just click open because I have already opened. So when you import, you can see this follows. You just need to make sure this one, double click, and this is TCP in node. We will choose this listen on. If you use in local network, before video we have chosen connect to because the Node-RED is a client, the controller is a server. So this time we click the listen on, and this point 4196 because we have used this 4196. This client TCP client mode is also sent to this point. This point needs as same as this point. So this is listening, and that will be connected to this point. So need to make sure it's same, just down. And the other important is you need to make sure your EC2 security group. We need to add this point for the firewall. I have added this. All TCP is 0 to this point. Just include the 4196 point. You can use the edit function. You can add this. or you can only add the 4196 or other point number just you need. Okay. When you set all the background finished, like this one and this one, this not need to send. I have already create just use local host. This means it work in EC2 server. So that means running on the server. This is a TCP request node, not needed to change. So this 4 follows. You only need to change this, just to make sure your point is set by the controller is the same, and this is not needed to change. Okay, when you ready, you just press the deploy. Then you can see when is connection. So our controller, the COL, is connected to the cloud server successfully. Now you can see the dashboard. You just choose the dashboard and click this button. We will open the website, the domain name and the UI. So you can see this is all sensors have been displayed. So it's very easy. You can set all the name, like this is title is basic. You just this edit, this name is title name basic, and every like this LED, you can see this is name import 1. You can import like door sensor or smoking sensor or power feature sensor, any sensor just import to this place. So you will change the name and the temperature name and the analog input name and the title. This is the temperature sensor have detect. This is use actual on the PC website. We can also use mobile phone. You can see actually change to 4G. So I open the web browser. This is our URL, and we can see there are temperature. Temperature is displayed. So now the mobile phone, the value is get the data from the Amazon EC2 cloud server, just your own cloud server. This is temperature 1 and temperature 2. You can see if I hold on this, you can see the temperature is changed. This one is up. Now I have connected the URL server. I'm in China, so the distance is very long, but the speed I think is no problem. 20. Okay. You can also see this is the digital input. You can see the input 1 is turn green. I remove the twice turn red, and also I short turn green. So the speed is, I think, is no problem. Also, you can see this is a temperature sensor. We can see this 354. I have not changed. This is the temperature. You can see this and this. Just this 3-1. Can you see clearly? You can see this is a HTTP URL. So you can use this URL stream on your Windows operating system PC or the Apple Mac, also the mobile phone and the pad. Any device just have network browser. Okay, this window is get the data from the website and from your cloud server. And we can see this is Wi-Fi version. Wi-Fi module is for the local network. So we can also open this software. This is for local network. This is connect to this IP and this port. You can see this IP is Wi-Fi, this is IP, and this point is Wi-Fi's point. So this I also can see the value, the temperature is changed, and the digital input. When I shot for 16 channel, you can see the 16 channel is turned green, and I remove the hand. The 16 channel is turned recover the color. So now the controller, the COL, not only can send the data to the local network PC software, also can send the data to the cloud server. So if you home have a device, have a PC, internet is broken, it's no problem. You can see this software all data monitoring. And if you outside the home, you are using mobile phone or other device on the car or on the other somewhere, you just use this URL to get the data and see the sensor state remotely by the internet. So this is how to create the node-red and see the sensor state on the cloud server. In next video, I will tell you how to save this temperature and the sensor history data that you can save to a file, that you can have the logo file. You can see the history data for you to use. Okay, thanks for watching.